on the electric dipole in an external electric field. So here we are going to place an electric dipole AB of length D in an electric field at an inclination angle of theta with respect to the direction of the electric field. So in this case, obviously the plus Q charge, since it is not aligned along the direction of electric field, it will experience a force along the direction of electric field. That force is going to be taken as F1 bar. And the negative charge minus Q, it is going to experience a force which is in the direction opposite to that of the direction of the electric field. So here the force F1 bar which is acting on plus Q charge will be given by F1 bar equals to Q into E bar, and the force experienced by minus Q charge, that is the negative charge of the dipole, since it is in the direction opposite to the direction of electric field vector, we are going to write the force as F2 bar equals to minus Q into E bar. Note that this minus is not the sign associated with the Q, it is actually the sign which is associated with the direction of E bar. Since E bar and F2 bar are in opposite direction, we are going to take this as the negative sign. So next, since we are actually going to find out what is the torque experienced by this electric dipole which is aligned at an angle of theta with respect to the direction of electric field, the general equation of torque can be taken as tau bar equals to R bar plus F bar. So here R bar is the length or arc length of the vector, and F bar it is the force experienced by this particular dipole. So now we are going to first find out what are the torques which are experienced by the dipole due to the force F1 bar and due to the force F2 bar. Now remember one thing, whenever there are two opposite forces, the two opposite forces which are acting in opposite direction at the two opposite ends of the electric dipole, they will be considered as a couple of force. And these couple of force, since they are in opposite direction, so obviously the electric dipole will have a rotational motion. It rotates till it gets aligned along the direction of the electric field. Now coming to this, that is the torque experienced at point O of the dipole due to the force F1 bar, the torque is given as tau 1 bar equals to OB bar cross F1 bar. Here OB bar is nothing but from O to the R1 bar we are going to take. So this is the length, arc length vector. So tau 1 bar will be equals to OB bar cross. Now F1 bar we already have written that it is F1 bar equals to Q into E bar. So we'll substitute over here. So after this we are going to take the Q separately and we are going to write the expression for tau 1 bar as tau 1 bar equals to Q into OB bar cross E bar, and this is equation number 1. Now the torque acting at O due to F2 bar, that is due to the force F2 bar, what is the torque acting at point O? The force is given, the torque is given as tau 2 bar equals to OA bar cross F2 bar. Now F2 bar is nothing but minus Q into E bar as given in the diagram, and since this F2 bar is in the direction opposite to the direction of electric field, since we have a negative sign over here, so what we will do is we will also take OA bar as minus EO bar, because EO bar and my OA bar both are in opposite direction. Since they are in opposite direction, they are also called as the negative vectors. So we have taken the negative vector of OA bar as minus EO bar cross F2 bar equal to tau 2 bar, that is the torque. So now this negative signs will neutralize each other, minus into minus becomes plus. So tau 2 bar will be equals to AO bar cross Q into E bar, and similar to the last step, we obviously have to take out the Q and we get the final expression for tau 2 bar as tau 2 bar equals to Q into AO bar cross E bar. Now this is equation number 2. Now we have to find out what is the total torque acting at point O of the dipole due to tau 1 bar as well as tau 2 bar. So obviously we go for the vector addition of these two. On vector addition we get the net torque acting at point O as tau bar equals to tau 1 bar plus tau 2 bar. Now these on substitution for tau 1 bar and tau 2 bar, we get q into OB bar cross E bar plus q into AO bar cross E bar. Now we are going to take the q as the common outside the bracket, and inside the bracket we are going to take add up OB bar and AO bar. Now OB bar and AO bar, according to the diagram, it is nothing but AB bar, that is the total length of the dipole. So here we can see that tau bar equals to q into 2a cross E bar, that is q into d bar cross E bar. So here q into AB bar is nothing but q bar, which is the electric dipole moment vector. So on substitution for q into AB as p, we get tau bar equals to q bar cross E bar. So from this we can see that the torque experienced by an electric dipole when it is placed inside an external electric field, it will be the cross product of the dipole moment vector and the electric field vector. So this is about your electric torque experience due to electric dipole. Thank you.